bedroom suites 50% off. With free local delivery and free haul-off of your old furniture, come see why Linderman's Furniture is North Georgia and Chattanooga's best-kept secret.
Do you know what March 14th is? Are you sitting there scratching your head, or do you already know? It's Pie Day, right? I don't know when that became such a fun thing in this country, but everybody has a good time on Pie Day. And our good friend Kate Warren and the whole team at Art 120 are really having fun with it, and a fundraiser as well. This is Shanna Forstall, who is part of the board with Art 120, talking about Pies of March.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
The evening of March 14th at Barking Legs Theater.
Absolutely.
A complete comedy night.
Right. So Art 120, in an effort to raise funds for some of their really important youth programs, I got a chance to do this night. And it's Pies of March, and it's going to be on Pie Day, and it's going to have quite a few things happening that night.
So Kate Warren,
Yes.
who we mentioned, she's come our way for years.
She's
a lot
lovely.
of people know her as the
Yes.
art car lady.
She's the art car lady, that's right.
She has got a quirky sense of humor.
Yes, she does.
And so she's having fun with this.
Absolutely.
Y'all all are.
If you know Kate, you know you can count on fun.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So that is what this night is all about. It's about fun, it's about community, it's about pie, and it's about raising some much needed funds for the program.
Okay, so taking the stage, there are kind of almost like two stages going on that night. Is that right?
Yes, there are two things happening. So there's an artist named Natalie LeDuc who's been a real ally for Art 120, and she has done so many things. She teaches kids to weld, she's built art cars, all the things. She introduced Kate to Dame Dada. And Dame is going to be performing that night, and she does a real fun comedy routine that interacts with the audience. It's storytelling, it's stand-up comedy, it's all kinds of things, and she's this lovely character. So she's going to be doing the entertainment. That's
Okay.
part one.
Okay. And by the way, before we go to part two, does she do a lot of improv? Like, does
Yes.
her show change with
Yes.
the audience?
Yes, and she interacts with people. It's going to be super fun. So if you've had a stressful week, this is a great Thursday night thing to do.
Okay.
Right? Just go over there, get some laughs, bring your friends, bring whoever, your date, bring yourself.
You know, since you said it, Thursday night has become kind of the night to have an event.
By then you're stressed.
Well,
so you
yeah.
want something fun to do.
And because
right?
you're stressed, you don't really want to give up your whole weekend.
No.
And people are happy to be tired on a Friday morning at work.
Right?
Right.
So, and if you can go and get comedy and pie,
Right.
that's a win.
Okay, so that's part two.
So
Talk
part
about
two is the pies, yes. So Wendy Tippins plays a character that is a diner waitress.
Okay.
And she is going to be selling and serving pies in that diner outfit and having a lot of fun with people to raise money for the program.
So now let's talk about Art 120, and I'm going to
Yes.
go back to Kate.
Yes.
Because Kate is an artist in town. She lived in Houston, came to Chattanooga, I don't even know how many years ago now, and brought with her her love of art, and then realized, wait a minute, a lot of schools around here don't have art.
That's right.
And she has created this nonprofit with other
Yes.
people now, and she brings art to kids.
Absolutely, and that's the reason I love working with Kate, because she has such a heart for people. And you know, I was one of those creative kids growing up in the South who was poor, didn't have access to a lot of programs, and so I really love what she does, and I've been working with her on and off for a couple of years now. But her programs are very important, and they range from the art car programs where kids can build art bikes and be involved in art cars, to things like the Upcycle fashion event, which I help with.
Which you help with, yeah.
And where kids, you know, they create outfits out of completely crazy recycled items.
Right.
Last year we had purses out of chip bags. I mean, it was incredible. The kids were so creative, and so she does a lot of things that help kids to connect to art, to give them a form of expression, but also teaches them about, you know, recycling, using things again, and being aware of our community and our environment and things like that. So I love the work that she does.
If you're a born artist, it's pretty hard to squelch that. But for the kids who are just kind of your everyday American, they can do a little bit of art, but they don't think about it all the time.
Right, and some kids just don't get opportunity.
Right, because when you get that opportunity, really what it teaches you is the power of creativity.
Yes.
And a lot of kids don't get to have a creative outlet much anymore.
Right, and people forget, you know, that creative process also leads to creative problem solving,
Right, critical
creative
thinking.
relationship problem solving, creative job problem solving. You know, it just, it's a certain way of thinking. You learn to strategize, you learn to use that creative side of your brain more, and it's
Right.
super important in development, but also in expression. And what Kate does is a lot of things that are fun, but they're also, you know, scientific, and they're also,
Yeah.
you know, structured. When you're building a car or a bike, there is some
Right.
science to that, but then there's also this creative, they get to decorate it in all these beautiful ways. I mean, our cars are incredible. If
Yeah.
you've seen, I rode in the banana car. It was fun. It
You know, I've
changed my
never,
life.
they come to our parking lot
They're so
typically
fun.
when they're here, and I never can remember if it's a spring event or a fall event.
It's in May.
Okay,
so
it's
that
coming
big
up.
event is coming up in
Yeah.
May, and that's the next big event. And that's when the Upcycle Fashion event happens. That's how I know. I'll be there
So
judging
we'll
that.
see you again, I'm sure,
Oh,
for
yeah,
that.
I have so much fun.
Now, on Pi Day, on March
Yes.
14th, which if you haven't picked up on this, it's because 314 is pi
P.I.,
in math.
pi.
Yeah, in math. What was I going to ask you? Oh, is it adult only?
I think so. You know, thematically, it's probably more skewed to adults,
Okay.
and so that we can have a good time, you know, with some adult humor. And but tickets are available in advance and also at the door.
Okay.
They're $20 in advance, $25 at the door, which is super reasonable for a night of comedy and support a great cause. And then pie. I mean, how do you?
Is the pie included?
No.
Okay, that's okay.
But the pies will be sold by the slice or by a whole pie. So if you have an
Okay.
event coming up on the weekend, or it's somebody's birthday, or you just love yourself, which you know.
But no pie in the face.
No pie in the face, unless you want pie in the face.
No.
I mean, we're raising money, so I will volunteer to throw pies at people if they will pay money to R120.
Well, here's what we'll go ahead and show you now is how you can get your ticket ahead of time if you want to, because it will save you $5. So go to barkinglegs.org.
Yes.
They always have fun with their
Yes.
productions there at Barking Legs. 7:30 on that Thursday night. Get your tickets now. Go enjoy some fun and unwind and help this wonderful mission of Art 120. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Jennifer Hudson Show will level up your Oscar party.
Oh my goodness!
With Wolfgang Puck's Academy Award classics.
Here we have all the little appetizers we serve.
Plus, rapper Offset is here. Sponsored